What's happening, guys? Sam Adams here, and welcome to a brand new episode of The Drop, the weekly show that lets you know the hottest games coming out across the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, the PC, the Switch, whatever they might be coming out on, we will talk about them right here. Of course, we are getting very close to the launch of the next-gen console cycle, the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X, and you can stay up to date with all of the coverage you need right here on the Jam Pack Report. So stay tuned, and I look forward to launching these consoles alongside you guys. But today we have our first big, technically next-gen game, Watch Dogs Legion, on top of many other games worth mentioning as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into it. London's facing its downfall courtesy of state surveillance, private military, and organized crime. Recruit a well-rounded resistance to overthrow the wankers ruining this once great city. The fate of London lies with you. Each character has their own backstory, personality, and skill set, all of which comes into play as you personalize your team. Swap between characters as you explore an open world online with friends, enjoy free updates of new modes, rewards, and themed events. Explore a massive urban open world and visit London's many famous landmarks, including Big Ben, Tower Bridge, Camden, Piccadilly Circus, or the London Eye, and more. Over the past few years, Watch Dogs has certainly risen to somewhat fame. It is one of Ubisoft's bigger titles that is coming out this year, and it looks to be a pretty promising entry in the franchise. This one, however, is a bit different from the previous, because instead of having one main protagonist, you have basically a limitless, endless stream of new characters to play as, because anybody in the game is playable. From a grandma carrying a purse to a young teenager ready to strike rebellion. It is up to you how you want to play Watch Dogs Legion. Now, each character has their own unique skill set. On top of that, they have their own unique combat style to keep gameplay fresh every time you play. Now, normally Watch Dogs is a big release, but it's not necessarily one of the biggest releases of the year. However, that is a bit different this time around, because it is one of the big launch games that is kicking off the next generation of consoles. Once the Xbox Series X and the S launch alongside the PlayStation 5 as well, you will be getting an upgraded version of Watch Dogs Legion. So, free upgrades are going to be provided. If you do want to pick it up this week, you have a couple of weeks to play it until the next consoles do come out. Next up, Ghostrunner is a hardcore FPP slasher packed with lightning-fast action set in a grim cyberpunk megastructure. Climb Dharma Tower, humanity's last shelter, after a world-ending cataclysm. Make your way up from the bottom to top, confront the tyrannical Keymaster, and take your revenge. The streets of this tower city are full of violence. Mara the Keymaster rules with an iron fist and little regard for human life. As resources diminish, the strong prey on the weak, and the chaos threatens to consume what little order remains. The decisive last stand is coming, a final attempt to set things right before mankind goes over the edge of extinction. As the most advanced blade fighter ever created, you are always outnumbered but never outclassed. Slice your enemies with a monomolecular katana, dodge bullets with your superhuman reflexes, and employ a variety of specialized techniques to prevail. One-hit, one-kill mechanics make combat fast and intense. Use your superior mobility and frequent checkpoints to engage in a never-ending dance with death fearlessly. Ghostrunner offers a unique single-player experience, fast-paced, violent combat, and an original setting that blends science fiction with post-apocalyptic themes. It tells the story of a world that has already ended and its inhabitants who fight to survive. This is one of my most anticipated games of the year because it essentially looks like Blade Runner 2049 Shadow Warrior. That's the way that I look at this game. And it's one that is also very affordable for a lot of players. It is only going to be $30 on the PS4, the Xbox One, the Switch, and the PC, which is a pretty good deal considering what you are getting. Looks like a very stylish FPP game, and it is coming out this week if you do want to give it a shot. And to round out today's show, we have Dark Pictures Little Hope coming out on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Abandoned and all alone, 4 college students and their teacher become stranded in an isolated town miles from anywhere after their bus crashes in bad weather. Trapped by a mysterious fog in the town of Little Hope, they search desperately for a means of escape, whilst visions from the past haunt them from the shadows. Just in time for Halloween, we do have the next entry in the Dark Pictures Anthology. This is sort of the sequel to Man of Medan, and that is Little Hope, which is launching this week on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC. But what exactly is this game for those that are new to the franchise? It is a horror story where you essentially pick your own journey. You have a couple of choices to make that impact the entire course of of events for the game itself, and it is, of course, that time of year. So perhaps you're a streamer and you're looking for something to stream this weekend with Halloween approaching. On top of that, perhaps you just want to play some scary games with a friend or with the lights off all alone. The Dark Pictures Anthology is here for you, and if you do want to pick up Little Hope, it's coming out this week on all major platforms, except for the Nintendo Switch, so PS4, Xbox One, and PC. And to round out today's show, we do have a couple of honorable mentions. First off, Oddworld Abe's Odyssey New and Tasty is coming out on Nintendo Switch. Day of the Tentacle Remastered, Full Throttle Remastered, and Grim Fandango Remastered are all coming to the Xbox One, and they are launching on Xbox Game Pass as well. And finally, Cobra Kai, the Karate Kid Saga continues on PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch, is launching this week, and let me tell you, it doesn't look that great. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. If you did, drop me a like down below and let me know what games caught your eye or what games you are looking forward to this upcoming season. But until next time, you guys have a fantastic rest of the week. I'll talk to you soon, and peace.